Sister Wives. Robyn Brown's realizing how selfish Kody Brown is, she could leave Kody if he keeps disappointing her. Sister Wives star Robyn Brown has been coming to terms with how selfish her husband, Kody Brown, can be in the current season, and if his behavior continues, she may be the last to leave. Throughout Sister Wives Season 19, Robyn and Kody have been doing their best to maintain some sense of normalcy as he continues to cope with the betrayal he's feeling after his divorces from Cristin Brown, Janelle Brown, and Meri Brown. While Robyn and Kody's relationship has been strong since the beginning of Sister Wives, it's been strained since Kody's divorces, changing his perception of him. After Robyn joined the Brown family in 2014, things changed gradually for the rest of Kody's wives. From Kody delegating more time to his marriage with Robyn than with his other wives to his behavior becoming increasingly unhinged as he continued to find more issues with the way those around him were living, Robyn began to understand more about who Kody is at his core. Understanding that Kody has always been out for his personal gain, even when he was prioritizing her, could be a sobering fact for Robyn as she moves forward, pushing her to end Kody's remaining marriage. Although Robyn and Kody's time together hasn't all been bad, it's been clear from early on that Robyn sees Kody as someone better than who he actually is. Rather than understanding that Kody is someone with faults, Robyn sees her husband through rose-colored glasses throughout their marriage. By holding Kody up on such a pedestal, Robyn's been doing her marriage a disservice through the years. Robyn has been upholding the standards Kody wants to see on top of allowing him to set unrealistic expectations about their large plural family. Throughout their marriage, Robyn has seen Kody as the head of the family, and though that perception isn't necessarily wrong, allowing him to have so much power has created some difficulties in their relationship. With Robyn having seen Kody as such a power figure, there have been some major issues. As Robyn and Kody have moved through a fraught Sister Wives Season 19, it's become clear that Robyn is realizing there are some major cracks in Kody's facade. Though Kody has always been the alpha male of the family, he's been struggling with his self-confidence throughout his divorces from Cristin, Janelle, and Meri. Robyn has been having a difficult time seeing Kody go through his emotions and struggle to regulate himself, especially knowing he has issues that he's been working through. Understanding that Kody's part of the issue and recognizing that has been tough for Robyn. Although Robyn and Kody's marriage is the only one remaining in the family, it's possible that after seeing Kody's behavior in recent episodes of Sister Wives, Robyn could choose to leave him. Robyn's been clear that she doesn't want to end her marriage, but it feels possible that Robyn could find herself uninterested in Kody if things continue to go south. While it's more likely that the Sister Wives couple will do everything to stay together, Robyn learning how selfish Kody is could change things in their relationship for good. The early morning sun cast a warm golden hue through the windows of Robyn Brown's home, but the glow did little to ease the growing tension in her heart. As she looked out at the sprawling desert landscape, her mind kept replaying the same thoughts over and over. She had spent years justifying Kody's actions, making excuses for his failures as a husband, father, and partner, but something inside her was beginning to shift. She had always seen the good in Kody. Despite his complexities and his complicated relationships with his other wives, Robyn had chosen to believe in him, to support him, and to love him with an open heart. She had tried to fit into the family dynamic, holding her head high and accepting her role, even when it sometimes felt like she was being cast aside. After all, she was the new wife, the one who came in when the others were already entrenched in their marriages, with years of history, baggage, and expectations. But recently, Robyn had felt like an afterthought, like a piece in Kody's game that he was too distracted to properly manage. The more she thought about it, the more it became clear that the man she had fallen in love with had changed, or maybe he had always been this way, and she had been too blinded by her feelings to notice. It wasn't just the small, seemingly insignificant things, like Kody forgetting to check in on her after a difficult day or missing out on important family events. It wasn't even the fact that his attention was often scattered among his other wives. It was the growing sense of selfishness that seemed to consume him one piece at a time. Every day, Robyn found herself waiting for Kody to prioritize her needs, but it never happened. "I don't know if I can keep doing this," she whispered to herself, the weight of the words heavy in the quiet space. It wasn't just the disappointment anymore, it was the realization that she deserved more. Kody had once promised her a love that was different, a connection that would be special, even in the midst of a plural marriage. But that promise felt empty now, hollow in the face of his actions. He had promised to be there for her, to make her feel cherished and cared for. Yet lately, it seemed like his affection was reserved for the other wives, especially Robyn's sister wives, whom he had known longer and had deeper connections with. And then there were his excuses. So many excuses. "I'm just so busy with the family," Kody would say. "The kids need me. The other wives need me. There's too much going on." It was always something, always a reason why he couldn't give her the time and attention she craved. But Robyn was starting to feel that Kody was using his responsibilities to hide his true priorities. She wasn't sure whether his inability to prioritize her was a reflection of his feelings for her, or if it was just a symptom of his growing selfishness. The frustration had been building for months, quietly at first. She had tried to talk to him, tried to express her feelings. But Kody wasn't exactly known for being the best listener, especially when the conversation didn't revolve around him. The last time they had spoken about it, his response had been dismissive, as though he couldn't understand why she was upset. "I don't see what the big deal is, Robyn," Kody had said, his voice full of annoyance. "I've been doing the best I can. You're acting like I don't care about you." But Robyn did care. She cared deeply. And that was why she was struggling so much with what was happening. She had always believed that Kody loved her, that he would make an effort for her, for their family. But now, every day, she felt like a second-class wife. Every day, she was reminded that his affection was fleeting, a commodity that he had to give out to all the wives equally, even if it meant leaving her feeling ignored and unimportant. It was on a quiet evening, when the house was empty except for Robyn and a few of the kids, that the true realization hit her. She sat down on the couch, her mind swirling. She had given Kody so much of herself over the years, but he hadn't returned the same effort. He had been too focused on keeping things stable with his other wives, too concerned with keeping his own narrative intact, to notice how distant he had become with her. Robyn's heart began to race as she thought about what it would mean to leave him. The idea had always felt impossible. She had children with Kody, a life built together, and a future she had dreamed of since she entered into the marriage. But something inside her began to shift. She had been so focused on what Kody needed that she had forgotten about her own needs. Her love for him had clouded her judgment, but now she was beginning to see clearly. "If he keeps disappointing me, can I stay in this?" Robyn asked herself, her voice barely a whisper. She thought about her children, her future, and the life she had imagined, but she also thought about her own happiness. Was this really the life she wanted for herself? Could she continue to pour everything into a relationship with Kody, only to have him remain emotionally unavailable? The more she pondered it, the more she realized that she didn't have to settle for a life of disappointment. She had spent years building her relationship with Kody, but she wasn't willing to continue sacrificing her own needs just to keep the peace. If Kody couldn't make her a priority, if he couldn't show her the same commitment that she had given him, then maybe it was time for a change. "I deserve more than this," Robyn thought, her resolve strengthening. "I deserve someone who will see me, who will prioritize me, who will love me not out of obligation but because he truly cares." The thought of leaving was terrifying, but the thought of continuing to live in a one-sided relationship was even more frightening. In the days that followed, Robyn became more introspective. She began to examine her relationship with Kody more closely, weighing the good against the bad. And although she still loved him, the truth was undeniable. Kody's selfishness had begun to overshadow their love. If he couldn't change, if he couldn't step up and be the man she needed, then maybe it was time to move on.